Okay. So we're gonna start on page 103 in grammar, 103, and then we're gonna do the flag salute really quick. So do that. Oh, cute readings. Those are super cute. Okay, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
I don't think I have a pencil.
Oh, there's one in that box in the back. If you want to grab one. Uh-oh. That's okay. 103. Oh, it's a short lesson. That's good. Short is good. No? There's no lead in it? Does it, and if you need to sharpen it, there's a sharpener there. You got one? Okay. I need to get some more of those mechanical ones. Or probably more lead. Was it out of lead in there?
I think the lead was too small for it.
Oh.
It just kept sliding
Oh,
around.
yeah. So we're talking about usage. This is like when we used to talk about homophones where words sound the same, but they're spelled differently. This one says some words are close in spelling, but have different meanings and uses. So correctly use the words then and than. Sometimes we say than, like then. Sometimes it comes out like that, but it's spelled with an A. But these are a little different than homophones because they're not exactly the same sound. But anyway, the two examples says then, en, is an adverb meaning next or immediately after. So then Robin approached the log. It was then Robin's turn. So it's telling when, and that's an adverb when it tells when. And then we have than with an an is a word used to show a comparison. The stranger was taller than Robin. But sometimes when we say it, like when we're speaking it, we'll be like, oh, you're taller than so and so. It sounds like you're saying then, but it's with an A. So they're going to mix them up for you guys on purpose, just for you. And you're going to find it and draw a line through it and then write the correct word above it. There's your example on page 103. Then en Robin, comma, who was smaller than the stranger, comma, taunted him. So that's then and than. And notice the who clause has commas around it. And that's it for the lesson. Yay. That has to be some kind of record. Page 105. So go ahead when you're ready, read that sentence.
Robin was
Goaded.
the man in. I'm ready, stranger. Fight me if you dare.
Okay, good. Yeah, goaded is a weird word. It just means like when you're provoked or like annoying, like Robin had then goaded the giant man, so he was annoying him. He was like, you want to fight me? Come on, come at me. Come on, let's go. Like that, just like pestering him and annoying him. So goaded. We don't use that word very often, but there it is. It's a verb, so you know. Go ahead and find the article. You get to do it all. Jane is here by herself, you guys. I know I know Arabella is not feeling well. I hope you feel better. I don't know where Lily is. Maybe she's not feeling well. I know some icky bugs are going around. So anyway, so it's me and Jana and you, the computer. Okay. So article and then 3 nouns. Or no, yes, 3 nouns.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is one.
Male.
Yep.
Wait.
No, that one's
Stranger?
good. Yeah, stranger. Yep, that's it. Those are the 3. And there's some speaking parts in here, and that's probably why it was kind of awkward to read it, but we'll figure that out in a second. The pronouns, can you find those?
The I and I'm.
Yes, the I and I'm.
Me,
Yep.
you,
Yes, good. I, me, and you. And then two adjectives.
giant,
Giant is one, describing the man. The other one's a little bit trickier to spot, but it's telling about the stranger.
ready,
Yes, good. Ready is the other adjective. Very good. Adverb. It's not going to be an ly this time. It's telling when he goaded.
then,
Then, yeah. So that becomes an adverb. Yeah. And if you get stuck on that when you're doing homework, you can find the verbs first, and then that'll help find the adverbs. Adverb clause. Remember those?
yeah.
If you dare. Good. Those are the Asia words. Should we do main clauses next or subject verb pairs? Which ones do you like to do first?
Subject verb.
Same here. Okay, so let's do verbs.
Goaded.
Yep.
Fight.
Yes.
The M and I.
The M and I'm. Very good, Jana. That's the linking verb right there. So, yep. Oh, there's one more.
Dare.
Yes, dare. Now the subjects, well, tell me which ones you see, because there's one that's not actually there, that's implied, and so we got to fix that. But tell me what subjects you see.
The Robin.
Robin Hood is the one that goaded, so those go together. And then
the I and I'm.
the I and I'm is the subject.
Me.
So that's the one that's tricky. You remember way back we talked about how there's sometimes an implied. If you're doing, remember direct address, not a direct address, it was interrogative, like where you're telling somebody. So it's you, actually. It's not there. So what you'll do is like how it's here, you'll put it in parentheses, put you in parentheses, and then put S. I'll just show you my answer key real quick here. But it's implied that he's talking to you, which is the stranger. But in that next to fight, the word you is implied. So we're putting it in parentheses, and then you're going to put S above that because that becomes the subject there. And then there's one more subject at the very end.
You.
And it's you again. Good. Got that. Where are we? Let's see. Oh, main clauses. Let's see if we can find those.
If you dare.
If you dare. No, we already marked that as adverb clause. Yeah.
Robin Hood then goaded.
Keep going.
The giant man.
Yes, all the way to man. Is there a period on there for you? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So to the end of the period. So that's one complete thought. Remember that main clauses have subject verb pairs. So
I'm ready.
Yep, just the I'm ready. That's a main clause, even though it's just two words.
You fight me.
You fight me, yep. Awesome, very good. And then we have, did we get all that? Okay, then we have an opener.
Number one.
Number one, subject, very good. Number one, subject. And we're going to indent, we're on the fix it column now. So indent, just put a paragraph symbol at the beginning there. And 4 capitals, that's easy, you can find that. commas.
Take the comma out and fight me if you dare.
Yes, take that comma out after fight me if you dare, because we don't need that there.
After goaded.
No, it has to do with when he says, I'm ready, stranger.
Mm.
Because that is the noun of direct address when he's addressing the stranger. So do you know where it goes there?
I'm in between I'm ready and strange.
Yeah, so like right after ready,
Yep.
that should have a comma. And let's see how many commas. Oh, just two, so that's it. Those two. So a comma goes in right after ready because it's a noun of direct address. And then take out the comma after me. Okay. Quotation. What is he saying here?
Fight me if you dare.
It's actually going to start at I'm ready, but did you see the little note on there that you're not going to, no closing quotation mark because quote continues. So just that one by I'm. End mark. Period. Yeah. And then we're missing an apostrophe.
The I and I'm and
Mm-hmm. Between the I and the M and I'm. Yep, you got it. Awesome. That's it. Okay. Done with grammar. You don't have to read your story, but I would love to hear it. I can pause this if you want to, or do you care if it's recorded, or does that matter to you? Doesn't matter? Okay, I would love to hear it. So you guys wrote about the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the dog and the table.
The dog and the table. Perfect. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
So Hope was happily sleeping under the table. Above her there was a large Thanksgiving feast. She was amazing. Oh. She was dreaming about a amazing feast. The food was sitting for 1 hour. The food was so warm because there was towels over everything, which was to prevent the dogs. Hope woke starving. Woke up starving.
There you go.
The tasty food was gone. Hope gobbled the food. Hope was very happy and full. She worried she would get in trouble. Hope went back to sleep because she hopefully guessed that it would not get her in trouble, which was smart. Family, wait, it's supposed to be the family. The family was surprised that the food was gone because they had just checked on it. They had blamed it on their other dog, Annie, so she got in trouble.
Aww.
Hope was fortunate. The family never found out Hope did it until they checked the camera. Hope got in trouble, which then then Hope was sadly sitting in the corner.
Aww. Nice job though. I liked it. Had a little twist at the end there. I noticed you fixed as you went, which is good. So don't forget to read it before you turn it in out loud, even if it's by yourself, because it's funny how our brains work.
Yeah.
We fix it in our head if we read it silently, but we're forced to see that we might miss a couple things. But that was good. I liked it. Hope is a cute name. Do you actually have a dog named Hope?
We have a dog named Hope and Annie.
Oh,
and
perfect.
A dog named Poppy.
Oh, cute. Poppy was not involved though.
Yeah, Poppy was not involved.
Is that a boy or a girl?
All of them are girls.
Girls. So Poppy got lucky. She was like out of the whole situation. Watching from the side like That was good. That was really cute. And I heard your dress ups in there. And did you guys have openers for that?
Um,
Forget if you had any openers. Let me see. I don't remember either. Oh, no, not yet.
okay.
They're coming though.
And when I was doing that, I was not sure if we had any openers yet.
Not yet, but I'm gonna peek ahead. Nope, we don't have one this time either. But I know it's coming soon.
Yeah.
The next one, okay. So we're done with all the pictures. Let's see what's in here. The yellow, so this one, do you have any other colored pages in there or just the yellow?
Well, I already put away the banner.
Okay, so that can go behind your source, model outlines, model, yeah, that one. Model charts and outlines, so the yellow page, what page number is that?
91.
91. That yellow page is gonna go behind model charts and outlines. Everything else can go away in your finished binder or the, I think you guys had lots of choices this week. The dog and table, Bora Bora, the ballerina, and the bike. So all that stuff can go away. Yes. Remember last year, I think is this your third year with me or your second year? I was trying to remember. It is the third year. Wow. Remember when we were writing on those big white pieces of paper? We're starting that this week. So hopefully they're in the back of your binder. So in the very back of your binder, you should have these big white, it's in the back pocket. Big white pages like this. You're gonna need one of those. And you're gonna need to take out week 13. I don't remember, did we start these last week on Zoom or did we didn't use these yet, right?
No.
Okay, this is new, okay. I know we had to do Zoom because of the snow.
Yeah.
And then it melted so fast. I was like, oh, a little bit longer. 13 coconut crabs is what we're learning about this week. Coconut crabs, and I think it's a bunch of papers. So let's see. It's a bunch because you're summarizing multiple, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
No opener yet? I
Um,
don't think so.
yeah.
He's out. I think it's you still have a couple weeks before the opener goes.
Yeah,
Comes
sure.
in. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, the next is about snacks.
Yeah, they're called troglodytes. I think is how you say that. It's gonna be interesting. The coconut crabs are interesting too, actually. Kind of crazy. All right. So we're gonna do what's called summarizing multiple references. And we've done summarizing references before. Remember how we talked about SUM and summarizing? It's like you think of math and you think of the total when you think of SUM. But we really need to be thinking about SOME, where you're telling some of the information. So we're going to have a bunch of information to look through. We have 3 different articles. There's a lot to keep track of. But let's start with folding this. So you're going to open it wide like this. The first step is what I call a taco fold, which is like this. So it's long, it's narrow, long and narrow like that. And we're using these, I'm just telling them, I know you already know, but we're using this big paper because this is going to help organize our keyword outlines because we have a bunch of them we're going to do for one, not, wait, hold on. It goes past that, like right there. Yeah. A bunch of them for each paragraph. So once you get this fold like that, you're gonna lay it down and you're gonna fold a third. So it's gonna go past the halfway mark. And then the other side is gonna go on top of that. So you end up with a square. Once it's all folded, it looks like that. So once again, it's the taco fold, and then you're gonna lay it down, go past the middle, and then the other side goes on top of that. And that's thirds. And then you're gonna open it up. Jana likes to draw lines, which is totally fine if you want to do that. But if you ignore that middle fold, you have 6 squares, and that's what we're focusing on, is the 6 squares. And now I'm gonna have to put this up here so you guys can see it. Okay. Handy dandy magnets. And each article, because you're gonna have 3 articles that talk about the coconut crab, and each one we're gonna label A, B, and C. Remember how we did that? It looks like it's already called that, like the first article is on page 119 and it says source text A. But before we mark those, we're gonna set this up first. So the box that's on the far left right here at the very, very top, put a capital A with a box around it. B is in the middle and C, and I'll move the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's kind of away. So I got A, B, and C on top of each box at the top. In the middle, on the bottom, under B, we're going to do fused outline. Remember that? Fused outline. And I'm going to underline it. And we're going to talk for a minute about the word fused. That word fused, Jana, do you know how to explain that? What does fused mean?
All of the sources are put together.
Yes, very good. So the actual word fused is like put together, like glued or sewed or welded together. So putting 2 things together that stay together. I use this motion. I don't know why. I just do. My fingers are fused. So what she's saying though is that you're going to take information from each one of A, B, and C and put them together in the fused outline. So this is where we're going to start building the keyword outline. So under A on the side, put your Roman numeral 1. And then let's see how many numbers you need here. I forget. 1 through 5 under that. And 4 and 5 are going to have parentheses around them because they're actually optional. But when you're writing this, make sure you spread out 1 through 5, because if they're too close together, it's going to be really hard to write in there. So make sure you spread them out. And you're going to do the same thing for B and C, and they're all going to be Roman numeral 1. We're not moving on to 2 yet. This is only for the first paragraph. I'll write this down and then I'll hold the camera so you guys can see. C has Roman numeral 1. And then the fused is also 1, but this time you're going to do 1 through 6, and there's no parentheses on this one. And that word clincher. So let me show you guys what I just did. You can pause it there if you need to. So A, they all have Roman numeral 1 because this whole side of this page is going to be just for the first paragraph. And then on the bottom of C, I like to use that spot for our possible topics. So under C, I want you to put possible topics. Okay, underline that. We don't need to do an outline there, just putting possible topics there. That's where we're going to make a list. And then since we have another box here, might as well put something in it. On this side, I just want you to write the word steps, because I'm going to talk to you about the steps in the process of writing from summarizing multiple references. So I'm going to hold the camera up in a minute, but hopefully you can figure out what I'm saying as I'm talking about it. But number 1, we're just going to put a regular number 1 here. I'm going to make a list, and they're going to be steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1 is you have to know what your subject is. So you're going to write the word subject. And we know already our subject is coconut crabs. Coconut crabs. coconut crabs is the first subject, or our subject for this week. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Number 2, this is where we have to find the possible topics. Because like for crabs, we might find topics like what their bodies are made out of, like what they eat, where they live, things like that. So each one of those things about coconut crabs becomes your topics. So I'm going to put list possible topics. That's number 2, list possible topics. And the only way to do that is to read the articles and then make notes in the margin, like we did for summarizing one reference. We're doing that same step where we have to read all the articles and figure out what are the paragraphs about. And then in the margins, we put notes like it's about their body or what they eat or their habitat, or, you know, we'll see what topics we come up with. But that's the second step, though, is finding possible topics. You're gonna make your list over here. The third step is to actually choose a topic. So I'm going to put choose topic. That's number 3. And right underneath that, I'm not going to call it 4 yet, but I want you guys to know that when you write a research paper or a report like this, you really need to know how many paragraphs you need to write. So your teacher should tell you, I want this to be 3 paragraphs, or I want it to be 5 paragraphs, or I want it to be 10 paragraphs. However many paragraphs they tell you is how many topics you need. We're going to do 3 so you can relax. It's not going to be 10. But if you have 3 paragraphs, how many topics is that? 3. So I'm going to use the number sign, which is like a hashtag. I'm going to, right underneath that word choose, I'm going to put number sign, and then I'm going to put a paragraph symbol. I'll show you guys this, equals number of topics. So it's like hashtag the paragraph symbol, and then equals hashtag topics. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. That just means depending on how many paragraphs you have to write, will tell you how many topics you need, because each paragraph is one topic. Number 4 under that. From there, you build your source keyword outlines. So I'm going to put the word source, KWO. When I say source, I mean like each source, each article has its own KWO. That's why we have A, B, and C here, because A is one article, that's its own keyword outline. B has its own keyword outline, and C has its own keyword outline. So you fill these in, and then step 5 is the fused outline down here, which we will probably learn next week. But I'm still going to have you write it on your steps. And finally, step number 6 is to write the paragraph. I'm just going to use a paragraph symbol using the fused only. So once you get to that point where you're fusing your information together into one KWO, all the other stuff, it doesn't matter anymore. You're just using that fused outline to actually write your paragraph. Okay, so this is my notes here. Make sure you have that on yours. Okay. So we're all set now. This is ready to go. Let's look at your articles. The first one is actually, it says source text A at the top. It's called the coconut crab. This is on page 119. Even though it already says A, I still want you to draw a capital A with a box around it at the top of your page, just so that it's clear it matches the A in your outline here. So just put a capital A. Can I show them yours real quick? This is Jana's, like that. Put an A at the top. And then you can see that A matches this A here on your outline. Yep, you got it. So B, probably already figured it out, is going to be on page 121. Put a B, capital B with a box. C is going to be page 123, called A Huge Crustacean. Put a C with a box around it. Now we're organized. This is a big part of research, anytime you're writing a report, is keeping everything super organized and neat and tidy like this. It helps you a lot. So, all right, now, so we got our subject is coconut crabs. We have to do step number 2, which is list the topics. And this is where we've got to read and find out what topics are they talking about in each one of these paragraphs. And for the sake of time, I am thinking, because we're running out of time already here. I'm going to tell you the first topic that you're going to write about, and I'm going to tell you what paragraphs have that topic. Because what we're going to do is focus only on the paragraphs with that topic when you build your keyword outline. So I think your first topic should be about their body. That's going to be one. So looking at, let's put body under possible topics. Just put the word body. And rather than writing coconut crab, let's call it CC. We know it stands for coconut crab, not coordinating conjunction. So next to the Roman numeral 1 on A, B, and C and D, not D, sorry, A, B, C, and fused, let's put CC, comma, body. CC, comma, body. CC, comma, body. And then again under fused, CC, comma, body. And then let's do 2 more blanks for the fused, and we'll figure out what to put there later. That's what we have so far for our topic is about the body. Make sure you put it under possible topics and next to each Roman numeral 1. CC stands for coconut crab. Okay. And we did 2 lines for fused because as we go, we'll figure out what 2 words we can put there. So, we're doing this kind of fast because we're not a whole lot of time. So let me tell you, let's look at Article A first. That's the one that starts at 119. And I will tell you that that first paragraph talks about the body. So in the margin of 119, the very first paragraph, write the word body next to it in the margin here. I'm just telling you, we would read this and figure it out, but I'm just telling it to you. I do want you to know that there are parts of that paragraph that also talk about their habitat. So when you're looking for information to put under A, you want to make sure to keep it just about the body. So ignore the sentences about the habitat because later we're going to see that's another topic, but just focus on only the body for that first part. So can I hold up yours in the camera then? This is what I want you to do. This is page 119, and you're going to write the word body next to that first paragraph. Okay, and then looking at B, let's just find all the body paragraphs. B is going to be also the first paragraph. So there you go. The first paragraph in B is also about the body and a couple of other things. So when you're looking for information, just read about the body part. And then C, it's the second paragraph in C. So you should have the body marked in Article A is the first paragraph, Article B, first paragraph, Article C is in the second paragraph. Now we know it's in all 3. So under possible topics, let's just list A, B, and C because we did find out, because I told you, body is in A, B, and C under possible topics there. That was like speed lesson. Now we can start reading it. So let's look at Article A. And notice we really only need 3 facts. We need keywords for 3 things. You can use 4 and 5 if you find stuff that you want to add to that too. But we're going to just make sure to have at least 3. So do you feel like reading that first paragraph? Okay.
Coconut crabs are the largest land-dwelling crustacean on
Mhm.
Earth. They live on islands in the
Mhm.
Indian and Pacific Oceans, with an exoskeleton, a hard skeleton on the outside of its body. This bright colored creature walks on many jointed legs and has two parts of antennae.
Yeah, let's stop there just for a second. So two pairs, I think it's pronounced and it's an antenna, you know,
Yeah.
their antenna.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to tell you, you guys can underline interesting and important things as we go to help you later to write it down on the keyword outline. So like that word crustaceans is that's a good word to know. And then where they live, and then about their bodies is talking about many jointed legs, brightly colored, two pairs of antenna. Okay.
Weighed up to 9 pounds.
9 pounds, people. We're talking about a crab. I always think of little crabs, you know, when you go to the beach, it's like they're little. These guys, 9 pounds is like this size of a big baby. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till you hear about these guys.
The span of
Span.
this crab's legs reach 3 feet, or
Uh-huh.
that is
1 meter. Yeah. So like each leg can
Wow.
reach 3 feet. Oh, wait. I always heard that the doorknob is like 3 feet from the ground. That's how you can see 3 feet. Like that's how long their feet are.
wow.
Their legs, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go ahead and keep going.
That is a lot of crabs.
Yes.
Similar to hermit crabs, coconut crabs live many years, six,
Wow.
60 or more alone.
They live 60 years or more. And they like to live alone, which is odd, but yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah. However, kept underwater for more than an hour, coconut crabs, which use some
Primitive?
permanent lung to breathe, will quietly drown.
Whoa, okay, so, well, more than an hour, that is a long time.
Yeah.
That is true. But they have a primitive lung, which just means like a basic lung. Like we have lungs, and ours are a little bit more complicated, I guess, because we're humans. So it's like a simple lung is basically what that means. But so they do breathe air. So being underwater for more than an hour, they will die quietly, sadly. Quietly die.
Yeah, and if they're alone, so they just drowned alone quietly.
It's so sad. It's really sad. But they don't like to be around other crabs, so it's kind of their fault.
Yeah.
That's your problem. Okay, so we got done with that paragraph. We're just gonna read the ones about the body because that way we can start working on our outlines here. So what do you think? What can we put for some facts about the body?
So
Mm-hmm.
largest land-dwelling crustacean.
I like that. That actually would work because land dwelling is hyphenated, so we can count that as one. Let's do that. Largest land dash dwelling. And then that word, I need to write kind of small, crustaceans. Yeah, crustaceans, EAN. Crustacean.
Well, I also think we should do something about the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Exoskeleton, and that they're brightly colored.
Okay, good
And
idea.
definitely something about the legs.
Yes, okay, good. They're all good. Exoskeleton, how can we tell, what does that mean, exoskeleton?
It's hard skeleton on the outside of its body.
On the outside, so like our skeleton's clearly on the inside,
Yeah.
but for them it's on the outside, so how could we need the word exoskeleton, I think.
Mhm.
Okay, let's start with that, exoskeleton. I don't think we need hard because we already know it's hard. We don't need skeleton because it's part of that word. We might have to put brightly colored on another line.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you were about to say it.
Um,
Yes, outside.
outside body.
Yes, I agree. Outside body. So here, so you guys see what we're doing. This is under A. Exoskeleton, outside body. Okay.
Now we have to either do something about the legs.
Yeah, or the,
Years it lives.
yeah, so we have 4 and 5 if we need it, but
Yeah.
or
weighing up to 9 pounds.
yeah, there's good stuff in there.
I definitely think we should do something about the legs.
The legs, okay.
There's a lot of things.
What about brightly colored, though? Do we need that or no? Because the crabs we know are brown.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
We might have to use 4 and 5.
I know, there's something. Let's do it. Let's do brightly colored creature, maybe?
Okay.
Okay, brightly colored creature for 3. I don't think we need 2 antennas. That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
But the 9 pounds you think would go next?
Yeah. 9 pounds.
Yeah. We could combine the 9 and put like LBS for pounds, and then we don't have to count it, and then we can talk about the legs. Okay,
There you go.
so what do you think? Maybe just 9 LBS. We know it weighs that. Okay, so 9 LBS. LBS.
Legs.
That word span might be good too. Maybe span legs.
And legs.
Yeah. Feet. We have room for one more word, so we could put feet there. Just as long as you know that they don't have 3 feet, but they have, it's 3 feet long. That's the only thing. We can remember that. Okay, there we go. There, was there anything else? That's pretty much it. I mean, the lung thing, the drowning thing, Hermit crabs, you've probably seen those before, right? Those are cute. They're very small. They fit in your hand. I think that's good. We got 4 things. That's pretty good. So let's keep that. And then let's go to Article B. Let me just show you in case I forgot to do that for A. Okay. B, still same first paragraph. Oh, man. I'm gonna like blast through this really quick. Okay, I'll read this one. And then you focus on underlining. If you see anything that is interesting or important, go ahead and underline it. I'm on page 121. Coconut crabs are crustaceans. Oh, this is another thing. If we already have it, you don't have to underline that. We're gonna try to find different things than what we already put. Okay. They have an exoskeleton and live on land. They are enormous, weighing up to 9 pounds and measuring about 3 feet from leg to leg. This huge crab is the size of a small dog. Wow, that's crazy. I saw your doggy riding with you today. I mean, that's crazy.
Poppy.
Ah, because they have a primitive lung rather than gills like fish, they will drown if left underwater for more than an hour. Oh, so we could underline that because we didn't use that yet. Therefore, they live almost entirely on land. The females enter the sea only to release their eggs. Coconut crabs live alone, often. I wouldn't underline this though, because this is more about their habitat. So we're gonna try to keep it just about their bodies. They live alone, often under roots of trees, in crevices between rocks, or in holes they dig for themselves. During the day, they stay hidden from the heat. We're looking for bodies. So while resting in the burrow, the crab closes the entrance with one of its claws to help to keep the climate inside cool and humid. They usually hunt at night using their excellent sense of smell. However, in areas with a large population, some come out during the day, perhaps to find food before their nearby relatives do. Not a whole lot about their bodies. They have an excellent sense of smell.
Yeah.
I guess we can count that. And the primitive lung thing. And the small dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we start with that one?
Sure.
Okay. What do you think? What can we put? This is for B.
Size, small dog.
I agree. Size, comma, small dog. And then maybe the lung part. What do you think? Primitive lung?
Yeah.
Primitive. We got one more word. We could do, because I kind of think we need to talk about drown. It's interesting that they're crabs and they can actually drown.
Well, yeah, I thought crabs couldn't drown.
Yeah, me too. I knew they could go on land and in water, but I didn't think they drown. So maybe like 1 hour drown, like we do 1 HR. Yeah, okay. 1 HR and then the word drown.
You could say something about bodies, like bodies, like the females, like how they lay eggs.
I was thinking about that too. Not really. That's more, well, that's not really about their bodies, no. I guess that we don't have anything else though, huh?
Well, we haven't put excellent sense of smell yet.
That was from the other article though, huh? Or is it in this one too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Excellent sense smell. Good idea. Okay. So here's what you guys, I'm gonna stop there. Your homework is gonna be to do the same thing we just did for A and B for C, okay? And then the fused outline, I want to talk about that for a second because the fused outline is when you're going to choose some of the topics from A, B, and C, you know what it is, and then pick your favorites. Because you're going to see already we have 4 + 3, we already have 7, which is more than we have space for here. So you're going to have to pick your favorites of the keywords that you have for A, B, and C and copy them word for word down there in your fused outline. So like, I think it's really interesting about they're the largest land dwelling crustacean. That's a good thing to start with. So what I would do is take that one from A and put it right here on one for the fused outline. You would copy the same thing. So largest, land. If you want to pick something else for that spot, you can. It's up to you. It's crustacean. And then let's say you might like that comment about it being the size of a small dog next, because that goes right after talking about how it's the largest. So I could take one from B and put it here for number 2, size, comma, small dog. And then maybe I would pick back over here. Of course, you're going to have options for C too after you guys finish C. So that's what your goal is. And they don't have to be the first one or in a certain order. It does need to flow naturally about talking about the size of the body and then talking about maybe its color. So basically you're going to pick from A, B, and C and move it down to the fused outline. And remember, you've got 2 blank lines here. Next to body, you could put like brightly colored or pick 2 words that describe their body for your topic sentence for Roman numeral 1. So you can decide what you want that to be. But that's your homework, is going to be to finish C, combine your favorites into the fused, and then use your fused for your paragraph. You're just going to start with 1 paragraph this week. Okay. So in the steps, you're going to do step 3, which you already did. Actually, you're going to do steps 4, 5, and 6. You're going to finish your source outlines, work on your fused, and write just 1 paragraph. That's pretty much it. And then your checklist, don't forget to use that as you write. You still have all those great dress ups. And I think, do we have an opener yet? We do not. So yeah, 6 dress ups and topic clincher. So that's it for today. See you guys next week. I hope you feel better.